Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Kim. Tonight's video is going to be a stock up video. My husband and I have been able to save through penny pinching and just basically living within our means, or maybe even slightly better than within our means for the last few months. If you've seen any of my videos, you know what I'm talking about. And so through saving and stuff like that, not tapping into our savings account because we really need that money to be able to move out of our apartment and to eventually buy our own home. And our car is 17 years old this year. It's the only one we have. So we're really in kind of a predicament where whatever money, other money we have to save. So no matter how tight things get, we really have to buckle down, and that's what I have been doing here for the last year or so. We probably should have done it earlier. For us, living in an apartment at our age isn't ideal, and that's just our own situation, and ending up with a 17-year-old car isn't ideal, but it is the situation that we are in, and we're going to try to make the best of it, and this year try to get a newer car. But you know, that requires doing everything that we can with our resources and stuff like that to be able to put money away. So we're just like a lot of other people. We live paycheck to paycheck. So when my husband gets paid, my earnings go to student loans. When my husband gets paid, that money gets put towards our living expenses. And so we were able to finally stock up on things that we haven't had in a very long time. I'm going to be rebuilding a pantry that's basically dwindled down to nothing. And the biggest reason why we're doing this type of stuff now, I mean, is, you know, prices just keep going up and up and up. And it eventually, if you want that stuff, you have to grab them at that certain price before it goes any higher, and that's kind of what we're trying to do now. I spend a lot of time putting items in a cart and comparing them against other carts, other stores and stuff like that, to see where I am getting the best price. And we also operate off of unit prices. That's very important to us. So we're always looking to buy, if we can, items in bulk where we can break it down and they last a little bit longer. So that's what I've been doing. We went out and shopped. We bought a bunch of things. That's what this video is all about. So if you enjoy that kind of thing, please hit the subscribe button. If you like this particular video, please hit the like video. I'd love to hear your comments about how you shop, if you bulk shop, if you buy by unit price, if you're trying to stock up or rebuild a pantry or whatever. That's what some of the videos going forward are going to be about on this channel. Until next time, take care, be well, and I'll see you again. Okay, we went ahead and did our stock up first on things that we use, like toiletry items. So we bought the Equate rubbing alcohol. We go through 2 bottles of that a year. I can remember when we started buying that, it was 79 cents, then 99. Now it is $2.98. Told my husband to go ahead and get the Equate brand. Let's just give that a try. He usually does the name brand, which is almost $7 for the same amount. The Equate brand was $2.32, so we'll see how those work. I do have to take this acid reducer once in a while. This is a year's supply, so we're looking at 100 tablets. I take 2 at a time, so if I get indigestion 50 times this year, there you have it. No matter what I've tried, occasionally when I eat something, especially if it has a mintiness to it or any type of a coating on it, I get indigestion. I do try all the different home remedies, but it just doesn't work, and then I end up waking up in the middle of the night. So they took my ranitidine away for some odd reason, and so here we are stuck with this, and it does actually work at 20 milligrams. I was using Ivory, aluminum-free, or what was the famotidine costs? Let me see what that costs. $5.48. And like I said, a year's supply. I used to use the Ivory deodorant with aloe in it. Suddenly that is, the shelves are empty of that. If you want to buy it online, you can spend $50 a container, so obviously that's going out of stock. No one seems to be able to answer my question, including the makers of Ivory. So I went ahead and looked at Dove. I tried a stick of it. It does work. It lasts. I always use aluminum free. That's just the way that I roll. I don't want to have aluminum. You can read up on that online and that. So I just don't want to take any chances. I detoxed my underarms years ago after I stopped using aluminum. It took about 2 years to detox my underarms. You can also Google that. It wasn't a very pleasant experience, and at the end of the day, I used Native for a while, and now I just have been with Ivory for years. They don't want to make it. Now I'm going to use Dove. It's quite expensive, especially, I think all deodorants probably are, but this is $6.98. This is, for me, this is a 6-month supply. So 3 sticks. My husband uses these blades, so we have these So we don't use disposable razors, though we used to. Those are expensive. Those are now $33 for the pack we used to buy at Sam's with 50 of them in it, or 52. So we get these types of blades. This was $16.98, and this will last him for 6 months. Now, this is in the toiletries for some reason, but $1.98 for a 2 count. I usually use per month 1. So this will be 2 months worth for $1.98. We also use the Equate version of Gas X, though there is a name brand, and those are $6.98, and that is a year's supply of them. I think they're 125 milligrams, 150 soft gels, 1 year's worth for $6.98 a container. We both have been to doctors for allergy issues. We've both been on whatever, I can't even think anymore what that leading allergy medication is. We both tried that, didn't go. So we use Equate's allergy relief. Now, when we first started buying it was like $1.28 or something like that. Cheapest one on the market. We would buy 2 or 3 at a time and it would last us a year. And I was the only one taking it. Now we both take it, so we bought 4 containers of it, or 4 boxes of it with 100 tablets. So that's 400 tablets of allergy relief. We both suffer terribly with it. $3.54 a box. It works. We don't have to take anything else, and that will last us a year. You have seen me buy this. I buy Aspercream on a regular basis. I go through a tube every 2.5 months. So when I first started buying that, again, $2 and something, probably 10 years ago, and now it is $6.98 a tube. And again, it lasts me for quite a while. Vaseline, we use Vaseline, so we don't buy any of the big containers in that because we don't go through that much. These are in the travel section, and these were, I think they're very affordable. This is a whole year's worth, but I know that they're like under, let's see, under $2. So $1.77, that's a year's worth of these little travel size Vaseline. Kim does color her hair. I think I mentioned that in one of my last videos. This is the cheapest one on the market, $3.98. I have colored my hair since I was in my early 20s because I went gray in my early 20s. A lot of stress. And I've always done my own coloring. And for the longest time I did my own haircuts. I also used to perm my own hair. I've never really, for probably 25 years, did everything. Now I just color my hair, and I have a stylist that cuts my hair every 2 or 3 months. I do my husband's hair to save money, so I cut his hair every other month or every 6 weeks, and we save quite a bit of money. I think it was $24 to get his hair cut, so we save that every 6 weeks by me doing it. We got some, and the hair, that will be 6 months. I do it every other month or every 2 months, so 6 months worth of hair product for $3.98 a box. Some toothbrush. I wanted to get some that are affordable, you know. We change them out every 2 months. And so we got some of these. I think those were under $6 for, what, 6 of them? So $1 a brush. Colgate. I don't see it, but I remember him saying that it was $1 a brush. So $1 a toothbrush. If you wanted to buy them singularly, they're also $1 toothbrush. Mine were, I used to buy some for 99 cents. I don't see those anymore, so I got these, and these were on clearance for $2.50 for 6 of them, and they're in the soft, which is what I like, so I scored there. Very happy about that. I've gone through a lot of different shampoos and shampoos for hair that is colored, and special shampoos and salon shampoos, and you name it. And I even used Suave for years. I've had very little hair loss, even though members of my family have had quite a significant amount of hair loss, especially by the time they were 60. I haven't. I consider that the food that I eat probably helps a lot with retaining my own hair, no matter what I do to it. I settled on Herbal Essences Colored Me Happy. It's just under $8 for a big bottle. That's 29 fluid ounces. That big bottle will last me about 4 months. So I've got 8 months worth of shampoo, and it's just under $8. It's $7.58 a bottle. My husband buys shaving cream. He needs 3 of them a year, and he bought the Equate shaving cream instead of the name brand. Everything on my list says equate, so it's hard to find. $147 is what he paid for each shaving cream. Then the toothpastes, 6 tubes of it. Each one was $4.97. So we got 2 3-packs, and that is a year's worth of toothpaste. Do the ibuprofen. This hasn't been available in the stores for quite a long time. This is $14.97 for 1,000 coated caplets. I use these. My husband doesn't use any type of medication. Even when he's got a headache, he doesn't use Tylenol or ibuprofen. Just the allergy medication when his allergies start up. So it's just me. This will last me an entire year. And like I said, this price, $14.97 for 2 of them. When I used to buy 2 of them, they were $8.98. So that's gone up significantly. So a year or more worth there. And then we'll get to the rest of it. I don't know if I mentioned it in one of my other videos, but I bought this on clearance at Target last year. I think it was like $2.50. So it is a Sweetheart Pink Sugar Cookie House Kit. I don't know if they're available there this year, but I do like to mark each holiday by buying something special. Like I've got window clings that I've had forever, and I put window clings on the windows. Also helps keep the birds from running into the windows. I do change those out every different season that comes: Easter, Valentine's, Christmas, fall, Halloween, all of that. So I got this. I'm going to be putting this together, and I'll put a clip in that in one of my next videos. And I also bought some of these Cupid hearts at the local grocery store. Those were $2.50, and this, like I said, was $2 something, $2, $2.25, $2.50 on clearance. I don't know what they're priced at this year, but yeah, I buy them at Easter time, Christmas time. I just like marking the holidays and enjoying a little something creative during the holidays, and I do like to pick these things up when they're on clearance. All right, we went over to Amazon, or I went over to Amazon. My husband did too, but I found the topical cream we use for our cat. He has cat acne. No matter what we do, it still comes back. So I buy some Zymox. I also use the ear medication from Zymox for when he gets, I don't know why, but I blame it on the radiant heat. He gets like sore ears, ear infections and stuff. I use the Zymox ear treatment, and they're gone. So I don't have to run to the vet for any of that. And for his cat acne, we had a vet appointment years ago. I think it was over $100, and it turns out, hey, it just happens to some cats. Keep the area clean, and if you get any type of like a boil or a pimple or a blackhead that's infected, we just do compresses, and then we put a little of this topical cream on it, and all things are well. Here's my eyebrows. Yep, I overplucked. I used to have beautiful black bushy eyebrows, overplucked for years. Now I still have eyebrows, but they're really, really light. So to make my eyebrows show, I use this, which I find is just the best. I've used every product. This is the best that I rely on. It's like $11 at Walmart or Target. I found it on Amazon for $7.50. So I bought a package of that. So it was kind of price shopping around and was able to find cheaper things on Amazon. I bought this item at its best price on Amazon for $5. I think it's like 11 something at Target and probably close to that at Walmart. So it pays just to kind of look around, keep doing the search, and maybe your item will pop up in a seller's maybe getting rid of older stock or whatever. It doesn't really matter to me if this wasn't just made yesterday. It's a good buy. This is, I think it's like $9 or $10 in the store. I also got this for $3.58. So I thought that was a good buy. We got this at Walmart. This was on clearance for $3. So Kitty got a little toy. And this is, what is it? Wet n Wild, $2 for an eyeliner. My husband's deodorant is like $8 or $9 in the store. On Amazon, if I was willing to buy sets of 3, so I got 6, which is a year's worth of deodorant for him. It was $12 or $14, whereas each deodorant in the store is $6.97. So that was a great buy. It's the same amount of ounces on Amazon. We fix our own appliances, believe it or not. I fix refrigerators, I fix garbage disposals, sinks, I install sinks. All of it I've learned from YouTube over the years. So we have a dryer. Our dryer is about 8 years old. I think we paid $400 for it. I used to, believe it or not, before I watched videos, I would say it's just a $400 dryer. It's lasted us for 4 years. That's $100 a year. Let's just go get a new one. I don't do that anymore. I haven't done that for quite a while. With this particular dryer, is a good dryer. It's a Maytag Centennial, and so we've just been fixing it. So the wheels that we got in the replacement kit made it too loud. Here are the original roller wheel replacements, and so we're going to see if we can get that done right this time. Filters, and this was under $10. If you bought the whole kit where you had the whole replacement, I spent $21 to replace all the things except the motor in our dryer this last time, and everything worked except for these, too noisy. Pet fountain replacement filters are very expensive. We go through about one every 10 days, but the kitty does drink from the pet fountain we have, and so these are $9.98 at Amazon. And then I'll show you the rest of the stuff. I'm making soup for my husband, and he likes peas added to it, so they didn't have any small cans, so we get a big can. We'll have half for a meal and half for his soup. That was $1.48 at Walmart. We had an air fryer meal tonight, homemade chicken strips and fries, and lo and behold, for some reason, we didn't have any Hellmann's. This is the brand of mayo that my husband eats. He eats it like I have ketchup. This is the brand that he prefers, although he has 8 cheaper brands and stuff like that. We were able to get on this, there was tags hanging from it, $1.50 off of each, making each one of these $3.50 for 30 fluid ounces each. And each one of these 2 containers here will last us 6 months, even with him using quite a bit of it. So 6 months worth at $3.50 a container. You've seen me buy this before. We'd like to keep kind of a little stock of about 4 to 6 of them in the back room in my pantry, which I'm going to show you in one of my next videos, because they're so hard to find. They're available like at 1 out of 10 Walmarts, and they're not available at any of the local grocery stores. So these are just under $4 at Walmart, and they don't contain any onions or garlic. This is Barilla. This is the noodles we're going to try in my husband's soup because he is going to take it to work, so we need a smaller noodle, and then whatever's left I'm going to make a salad with. There'll probably be quite a bit left. I'm going to make salads with. I've always wanted to try this particular noodle. This package, though, was $3. This was the smallest noodle that I could buy, and it was $3 for a 1-pound package. So this isn't something regular that we would buy, but the spaghetti sauce and the mayonnaise and a can of peas, definitely. The Reynolds wrap has been going down in price. I can remember in pandemic it was all the way up to like $12.98. It is $8.88 for 150 square feet, and we do use this regularly, so we finally been able to buy a backup. Otherwise, when we ran out, we just didn't have it to use until we could afford the $8.88 again. Napkins, we bought these all over the place. The best buy is at Walmart. It's just under $6. And we get is it 2-ply? Nope, we just get a 1-ply 400. So, and those napkins will last us an entire year. Instead of buying these little packages for an entire year where you're spending, $2 or $3 on a little package and you're having to buy 7 of them in a year. Always buy these. We do have these on hand. I haven't really used too many of them up, but when processing fruit and vegetable processing time comes, I'm going to need freezer bags. So these are 80 bags, and these are $4.98 for 80 bags. So I've got 2 backups to help me get into the food processing season. And then some sandwich bags, a backup of those. We use those for lunch and stuff like that, or we use those for the cat's food. It's basically just a luxury, I would say, because they aren't an actual staple or something that we need or use on a regular basis. I think we buy a 300 bag count of these like every 3 or 4 years. And so we have 0 of those left in the house. We probably bought them at the beginning of the pandemic, and now we're without. So we're going to buy another one and see how many years those last. As far as anything else, I clean with bleach, and I clean with vinegar. So instead of going out and buying cleaners to clean the toilet with or whatever, I went out and bought these for $3.27. Didn't have any of them on hand. I'm going to fill them with water and bleach, and that's going to clean our toilet from here on out. We have to buy big bottles of vinegar. These are $3.47 a piece. I think I probably would have done better to buy the 2-pack at Sam's, but online it said these were under $3, where it would have beat Sam's, but then once I got in the store, $3.47. This we use in the wash for our towels, because our towels tend to have, I'm not sure why, I think it's probably the city water, because we certainly don't, we certainly wash them enough, but sometimes they just need to have vinegar through them, so we put a cup of vinegar through them, so this vinegar will last us probably about 6 months. And then I've gone through every type of soap, and I still do use a soap bar that I get from a local farmer, and that usually lasts 3 or 4 months to do dishes with, but you do need something stronger than that to wash pots and pans. I found this works the best. This is, I'll have to look at the receipt, but this is the best buy in our local Walmarts, so this amount will last 6 months, maybe even more. So if I go through what the Palmolive, $6.48 for 56 fluid ounces. Now I had $492 budgeted for this particular shopping haul, and we came in at $357.59. And that's with filling the cart on Walmart and getting the total, filling the cart on Amazon and getting the total. And yeah, as far as groceries that we bought, I also put some away. We bought 3 yogurts, an orange juice, a tub of margarine, and I think the 5 or 6 popsicles. So that's all. And also bought a case of 7-Up and a case of RC, which are, I realize, are luxuries, and oftentimes living paycheck to paycheck, you can't afford soda. And that is it. Had bought the cat food, or the cat his food, the last time we went shopping on our February grocery shop, and then we'll probably have to go out and get them again. But that's the challenge now, with just not just the prices, but a lot of items, the brand name or the brand that we used to buy. It isn't just a thing of, oh, the shelves are bare. That's not it at all. It's that those items just aren't being made anymore. And the items that are being put in their place in that are either significantly less in quality or significantly more in price. So the challenge now is to find the things that fit your family, fit your household, and fit your budget, and to be able to buy them and have them stocked when you can afford to. So this is our stock up. Like I said, a lot of these things will last a year. Anything else that I stock up, or as I start building my pantry back, I will be making videos and sharing what I've purchased, where I've purchased, and for how much. So thanks for joining me here. If you like this type of video, hit the subscribe button. If you like this particular video, please hit the like button. I would appreciate it. If you're stocking up, or if there's items that you're looking for or haven't been able to buy in a long time, I would definitely appreciate to leave that in the comments, and we will visit back and forth. Thanks for joining me here. Take care, be well, and I'll see you next time.